Deputy Prime Minister Gan Kim Yong urged global AI players in Singapore to deepen the country's local workforce capabilities. Speaking at a dialogue session on AI readiness, Mr. Gan adds that Singapore needs to stay ahead of the curve by continuing to attract global talent.
If we want to build AI capabilities here in Singapore, we must remain open to the best teams and ideas from around the world. But this makes it even more important that AI translates into better jobs and opportunities for Singaporeans. When global AI teams are anchored here, they should help deepen Singapore's capabilities by augmenting local teams, transferring expertise, building leadership pathways, and creating roles where Singaporeans can work alongside world-class talent on frontier problems.
Mr. Gan also called for firms to invest in training workers so that they can stay competitive. He also took questions from business leaders who ranged from the urgency of adopting the tech to Singapore's appeal as a global AI hub.
Are there countries or corridors looking to partner or capture AI leadership? Of course, right? There's always competition. How do you see us positioning ourselves as that trusted international standards hub?
We are happy to explore different ways of partnership among our member countries, our various partners, and even within ASEAN, we are now negotiating digital economy framework agreement, and we hope to be able to sign it this year. The next step is to look at how we can develop AI systems jointly to help each other, to leverage on each other's strength, to level up the AI capability within ASEAN members.
The future of global finance may depend not just on who has the best AI, but on who can make that AI a trusted one. A new index released today by DBS ranks 15 global financial centers on how well they combine AI capabilities with trust and governance. Singapore is third in that ranking behind New York and San Francisco. But DBS says Singapore stands out as the hub closest to what it calls flywheel activation, where strong governance, institution adoption and trusted AI deployment attract more capital, businesses and talent. New York topped the rankings for its unmatched AI capability, while San Francisco rose to second spot for deep AI innovation. The report also assessed Asian financial centers, including Hong Kong, Shanghai, Mumbai and Dubai. And to understand further, we speak to Timothy Wong, Group Head of Research at DBS. Now, Timothy, can we start by asking you why your index ranks Singapore third but finds it close to what you call flywheel activation?
Yeah, thanks, Paul. So I think there are a couple of things. One, we've tried to be as objective as possible, right? So there are really two factors that go into the index. One is a governance score and the other is a capability score. Interestingly, Singapore scores top marks on governance, balanced governance versus innovation. But in terms of capability, the reality is actually both New York and San Francisco, well, New York has scale, right? It's the largest financial market in the world. They have the data, they have the ability to invest in AI. San Francisco is basically just a leader in innovation. So I think the fact that Singapore is number 3 is actually not bad compared to these two guys. The key message is we already have a lead in terms of the governance balance. What we need to do is really scale capability. I think that's really the opportunity ahead of us.
Now, in the research, this word trusted AI is used. Mm-hmm. Is that another way of saying cybersecurity?
No, it's part of it. The way to think about trusted AI is this, right? AI means the machine does stuff on its own, right? It makes decisions, it prompts actions on its own, right? The question is, do you trust it, right? So take ChatGPT, for example. It gives you an answer, do you trust it, right? If you trust it, you'll keep using it. Now imagine that, but imagine it making financial decisions, right? Approving a loan, giving you financial advice. If you don't trust it, you're not going to use it, right? So actually trust is absolutely essential. It's having the guardrails, it's being able to audit why it made a decision, and we call it sort of human equivalence, right? Will you treat the AI the way you would treat a human in terms of trusting human advice? That's really what trusted AI is all about.
Now, looking at the bigger picture, trusted positions, how can it help move economies forward?
So here's the interesting thing. The moment, and actually it goes back to this idea of the trust flywheel, right? There are basically two parts of the trust flywheel, right? One is really developing the trust infrastructure, and that's actually the heavy lifting. Once you've done that, the forward momentum takes a life of its own, right? So if people trust you, they're going to put transactions through you. As more transactions come to you, trust is reinforced, and it just sort of begins to spiral up. So really, the countries, the cities, the hubs, the financial centers that can achieve this, achieve the trust first, and then get the flywheel to spin, they will basically have a head start on everyone else, all right? And when they get scale, then it's very hard to kind of catch up with that. So that's why this is so critical.
And how can financial institutions build that trust? Is it on their own, or it definitely needs government support?
It needs government support for a very simple reason, right? The regulators, the government set the rules, they put in the guardrails, right? Institutions actually deploy it and hopefully deploy it at scale. So you actually need institutions to work with regulators to make sure that this entire trust asset is built system-wide. You can't, institutions can't say, trust me, right? You have to rely on a regulator. On the other hand, the regulator can't say, you just follow my rules, make sure nothing goes wrong. I think it really requires a very delicate sort of balance between both institutions and governments. And actually Singapore, interestingly, because of the way rules have been set up, because we have a very pro-business government, actually is in quite a good position to make this happen. Yeah.
Now, lastly, in your studies, you covered other Asian financial centers as well, Shanghai and Hong Kong included. What held them back in your research in terms of moving up another level?
Yeah, so to be fair, both Shanghai is actually the second largest financial center in terms of the capital stack, right? So it is a huge financial center outside of New York. But Shanghai has really, and they've really moved forward with AI deployment, but they kind of work within sort of an ecosystem that is more domestic, right? They have their own sort of systems, guardrails, governance. So in a way, when we talk about global cross-border flows, that's really the key consideration in this ranking is, will you get global rules, global cross-border flows, global infrastructure? Hong Kong, on the other hand, is actually a global financial hub, right? So they do have cross-border flows. And so it's really a matter of where they are in the process. Now, I want to make an important point here. What we put out as an index is a starting point, okay? We're not saying it's 100% gospel truth. We're being very transparent. We're telling you this is how we're looking at it, and we're really inviting our clients, stakeholders to actually engage in a conversation with us, tell us what works, what doesn't, query us, and then we can kind of make it more useful as we move forward.
Well, it's definitely most insightful. Thank you so much for sharing your findings. Thank you.
Thanks.
We've been speaking to Timothy Wong there, the Group Head of Research at DBS.